Sign. How are your other classes going? Are you good? Um, how's data literacy going? It's easy. That's easy? Okay, that's good. I remember I had like this professor named Jamal Vanderberg, and um, it wasn't hard, but he made us do a lot of presentations. So yeah, so it is what it is. But that's good. What about writing? Yeah, writing's Who's your writing teacher? Julie Black. Oh, I heard she's good, right? Doesn't she make you like just write on paper all the time? Oh, I see. Interesting. Uh, look, I have so this is a GIMP kit. Don't get there's 400 questions on there, but don't worry. Like you don't need to answer all of them. So basically, like there's like different games, right? And the game I'm gonna do is called Fishing Fishtopia. And what that means is that every time you answer a question, you get bait, and then you can move around and you can fish for fish, and then you get money, and then the person with the most money at the end wins. And if no one else comes, you're versing me, I guess. So yeah. Uh, yeah. But besides that, we'll look at the canvas. Do you have your periodic table? No. Yeah, try to get one out because it helps you out with some of the things, with like knowing the charges of like ionic compounds. And I'll explain that. You don't mind me asking, where do you live? I live 2 hours away from here. And like, I don't know if you know, it's like the Hudson Valley area. Oh, really? Yeah. Do you commute? I commute, but I'm staying with a family friend 30 minutes away. Ah, okay. Maybe we'll end it early. There's not a lot. Then we can get home early. I live like in New Park, so that's like a 25-minute drive. But that's nice, the Valley. Is that like near the Hudson River?
Yeah,
Oh,
but it's called that.
oh. Okay, all right, all right. And then, all right, okay. Uh, yikes. Okay. Um, that's cool though. Do you like live near the water?
We're not that far, but we don't live that close either.
Hmm,
So it's like maybe 15, 30 minutes away.
nice. This weekend I went on a retreat, um, like near Lake Champion. I don't know if you know where that is, but that's like it's like in between. Hello. Please sign the attendance sheet. What's your name? Sorry?
Ramen.
Robbie? How you say?
Not ramen. Helps. Yeah. Or
You sure?
yeah, sure.
Okay with
Did
that?
you have Henry as your bio teacher?
No, I had a better one, and you guys are gonna have her next semester. Her name's Dr. K. She's really nice. She makes no. I've never heard of your teacher. But your teacher and Haji are probably going to collaborate, and you guys are gonna have the same test at the same time, and then you guys are gonna have your chem lecture right after. That's probably what's going to happen. That's my best guess. But
No, I thought we were having lecture first.
no, it's usually you have your test first, and then you have. I know. It is what it is. You know what GimKit is? You know what GimKit is? Okay. It's like Kahoot, but like funner, I think. Hello. Please sign the attendance sheet. I will get that done. My name is Luder. Nice to see you all. Um, Today we'll be doing chemical nomenclature, but before that, does anyone have any questions about life? Or any questions about your bio test perhaps?
I was five first last year.
Last year? Well, for us, it was a lot easier because all she did was give us 60 multiple choice questions. And she also like gave us a really detailed review sheet with all the notes for the questions. Not the questions, but like the question content. So it was really, really, really chill. That's why I feel bad because I can't really help you guys out that much because my test wasn't that bad. I wish I could, but
Yes.
like I think a good way to study is to make your own little study guide. Like
I try.
you try.
I try.
No, keep doing, keep trying. Like write out like all the what's it called like I know it's a lot, but you got to do it to do well. So like chapter one, right? And then just like write out all the like specific stuff, and then write out even more specific stuff, and then write out a whole list of it. Oh, really?
In that way. So
Well, write it all on like one piece of paper, right? And then flip that paper over, and then try to write it from memory. And then if you whatever you don't remember, try to do it again and again and again and again and again until you get it all. That's what I would suggest. Because
that why that have like sentences that don't belong anywhere. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like it's like the like it's not really a function of the memory. It's just like talking what it's done.
I did not have a pen. I forgot a pen. I know. Oh, I got it.
Can I have a marker?
Sure.
Thanks.
Yeah, but good luck with the bio test, guys.
Thanks, you got any
much-
tips? Or actually, wait, you got the nice teacher last year,
I
right?
had a nice teacher last year. I'm sorry, guys. But that's why I'm here with Cam, bro. Cam, you guys will do well. Yes. Oh, it's too much for me.
Wednesday's review session, can you do that on bio instead of Cam?
Not. That's not
Your
my
job?
job description. Also,
You get paid for this?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
I get paid for this.
16 an hour?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Anyways, this is an inappropriate conversation.
My bad.
No one is on Zoom. That makes me sad.
Is it recorded right now?
It is. Oh, someone came on. Hello. I cannot hear you if you talk, but please say text in the group chat hello. I would really appreciate that. But anyways, hi Daniel. Yeah. So does anyone have any other questions in general about like? Oh wait, how was your chem test? I didn't see
He
that.
messed up the answer, so we haven't gotten it back yet.
Yeah, he does that. He does that.
All the time?
He does. I mean, sometimes. Sometimes he like messes it up. Like I remember one test, like he like I don't know, he just made some mess. Everyone makes mistakes. I make mistakes. And, you know, that's why gave you guys like a bad practice test because he makes bad. Okay. Anyways, but yeah. But how did the test go? Did it feel good? Was it like okay? I know I heard that the questions that I gave and Professor Yusuf gave were a lot easier than the questions on the test, right? That's just how it is sometimes. I'm sorry, guys.
But the section about the scientists was like almost exactly the same. So thanks for that.
Really?
No, I wouldn't say the scientists themselves. I'm just saying like the structure of the questions.
Oh, like
you know what
one
I'm saying?
where it's like all the lot like pair the right guy.
Yeah.
Because I was on my I took that right from my test. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm glad that helped out with you guys. Hi Daniel. But I'm glad you're there. Okay. Have you guys heard of GimKit before?
Yeah.
GimKit? Yeah, I'm gonna do Fishtopia, and we're gonna do it's like Kahoot, but like funner.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And whoever has the most money wins. And you guys are also versing me. Okay, but that's beside the point. Does anyone have any other questions, comments, concerns? Yes, because the first exam doesn't have a lot of like actual chemistry. What I mean by that is that a lot of the first exam is just like scientists, you know, scientific, whatever, like all the stuff about module 1 and module 2, module 3, it's all about like the foundings of like atomic structure and then a little bit of chemistry at the end. So, but then the second test is gonna be harder because this one, the second test. Yeah, that's what they said. So we're locking in, guys. We're locking in. But this stuff is not going to be super bad or time consuming because all I'm going over is chemical nomenclature. And chemical nomenclature is something that is just something you have to practice. I remember like back in high school when I had to memorize the polyatomics, I hated it, but you just have to like practice. That's really the bottom line. Same thing with the charges, right? So you have a couple of things that are really important to know, right? Zinc, right? Does anyone know what the chemical formula of zinc is? Zn, right? Good. What about silver? What's the chemical formula for silver?
AG.
Ag, good. That's very good, right? These are very important things to know just because they're going to be tested a lot. But another thing to really know is the charges, okay? These charges are not going to be easily understood by the periodic table because they're a little bit of exceptions, right? So zinc is a +2, Ag is a +1, and that's just something you guys are going to have to know. And that's this is one of the areas where it's like you either know it or you don't. And if you don't, then it's tough.
So this isn't given on the reference table, the
It's not given on the reference table. So that's why I'm emphasizing that right now. It is evil. And on top of that, I mean, apparently, I'm not sure about this, but Professor Yusuf also said the polyatomics weren't given as well. So stuff like sulfates, right? Does this look familiar for everyone? Sulfate is SO4 minus 2. All right. Phosphate, same thing. PO4, right?
-3.
Minus 3, yes. Okay. And as we get into Lewis structures and stuff like that, we'll actually understand why the charges are like this, and especially formal charge, but I won't get into that. Sulfate, sulfite. Do you guys know what sulfite would be or no? SO3, yes. SO3 minus 2. It's actually a very good trend because you have chlorates, you have bromates, but then you also have chlorites, bromides, and they differ by one oxygen. Yeah, yes.
Oh, right. So the ites are have less oxygen.
Yeah, typically. Yeah, so nitrite, nitrate, right? Nitrate is NO3 plus 1, right? Nitrite would be NO2 plus 1.
But they're both still +1.
Is it plus 1? No, it's not plus 1, it's minus 1. That's my bad. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, they're both still minus 1, right? But it just differs by an oxygen.
That oxygen like different make the charge different though.
Well, you'll learn about this in a further module that I cannot get into right now. But basically, you have to memorize these. You have to memorize the naming formulas and you have to understand them. There is some logic behind it, like sulfate versus sulfite, nitrate versus nitrite, chlorate versus chlorite. Does anyone know what chlorate is? Like chlorate, the molecule for that? Not? That's okay. It's yeah. Oh, yes. ClO3 minus. Yes, all of these are minus. The only ones that are not is ammonium. Does anyone know what ammonium is?
NH4 plus.
NH4 plus. Good, good, good. NH4 plus. Very popular. Very, very popular amongst all chemical species. Yes. So yeah, ammonium is yeah, that's how it is. And you'll learn why all these charges are the way that they are. But for the most part, it's really important to memorize it. Maybe make a Quizlet or practice the GIMP kit I'm going to share with you all. But yes.
G2 is it +1? How would you like differentiate if it's a polygon? If it's just
Wait, HG? Okay, so basically, that's a good question because it's a little bit of a complicated answer. I mean, not really. Basically, anytime it's mercury 1, it exists as Ag2 plus 2. And the reason why is because there's two ions. There's two ions that exist as Ag plus 1, but they just bond together. So that's I guess that's it. Yeah. So yeah, this is mercury 1 because there's two. 1 plus 1 equals. Yeah. Yeah.
is it like is that just like two
Yeah.
so why would it be
On the polyatomic list. I don't know. I don't know what the classification for polyatomics are, but it's on. If you look at the do you guys like? How many of you guys are in New York? Like grew up in New York, whatever, right? So you guys know like the Regents reference table, right? That's on the polyatomic list. I don't know why it just is. Um, but yeah, that's a polyatomic. You would not ask a question about like, is there a polyatomic in the it's pretty self like it'll be pretty self-explanatory for the most part. He's not gonna ask like a question about like, is there a polyatomic? He's gonna ask a more applicational question about that. But yeah, does anyone have any more questions about stuff?
your Kahoot thing? Do we have access to it even after the session ends? Yeah.
400 questions. Got you guys. Got you guys. Yeah, yeah. Okay, anyways. Yeah, it's good practice to just like practice all this stuff, you know? We'll go through this quickly and then we'll play the game. But yeah, so chemical bonding. This is a very basic introduction about chemical bonding, and we can go really in depth or not, but you didn't really go that much in depth. So, I mean, I think it's good to go a little bit more in depth actually. So basically, ionic bonds, right? The way you would classify ionic bonds, and he's going to talk about this later with Lewis dot diagrams and whatever. But basic introduction is that ionic bonds are direct transfers of electrons. Direct transfers, meaning that one atom is literally taking a whole electron, right? So, like, let's say, so let me write that. Ionic, yeah, direct transfer of electrons. is a direct transfer of electrons. All right. So, and a good example is NaCl, right? NaCl, right? How many valence electrons would sodium have? Does anyone know from the reference table or anything? Yeah. Yes, one, right? Sodium has one electron, right? So I'll just draw it like that right now, right? How many valence electrons does chlorine have on the reference table? 7, right? Good. So 1, 2. Okay. So remember what they were talking about earlier with ions, right? These things want to have a complete octet, right? So how would they be able to have a complete octet? If chlorine steals this electron and makes it its own. All right. So then that means that this would be plus minus 1, this would be plus 1, and then that's how sodium chloride is made. That's ionic bond, direct transfer of electrons. All right. So covalent bonds are a little bit different. Covalent bonds are a sharing of electrons. Sharing of electrons. So covalent is a sharing of electrons. And basically, what that means is that two atoms are sharing the same electron. So like they're kind of like holding onto both electrons together simultaneously. Uh, so like let's say we're talking about carbon dioxide, CO2. Okay, CO2. Um, I don't know if I should go into this that much because he's gonna teach this later, but oxygen, right? If you look at the periodic table, it has 6 valence electrons, right? So there's 6 valence electrons here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 6 valence electrons. Carbon, this 6. How many valence electrons does carbon have? Do we know? 4, yes, very good. If you guys don't know it, it's okay too, because with more practice with the periodic table and just seeing the way where the valence electrons are on the periodic table, you guys will be able to know them, right? So the way that this works, right, is these guys will want to share the electrons to have a full octet. Okay, so what will happen is this would double bond you. I'm not going to go into it too much, but basically what this means is that this has a complete octet, this has a complete octet, and then it has a complete octet because of this. All right, because they're sharing two of these bonds represent kind of like two electrons, or the atom it's attached to. All right, so basically, yeah, covalent bonding is the sharing of electrons. All right. Does anyone have any questions about that? Okay. So he's gonna go more into it as we go into Lewis dot diagram. So you don't need to know how to do that right now, but it's important to be able to uh, actually like write this, right? Carbon dioxide, right? Carbon, right? And then dioxide. Why do we do the di, right? It's because there's a 2 here. We have these prefixes to represent the number of atoms in molecular substances that, I mean, covalent substances. Because covalent substances are different from ionic bonds, but we'll go into that a little bit and then, yeah. So, yes, octet rule. Octet rule is the most important thing about this. You want to have a complete octet. If you don't have a complete octet, you're making a impossible molecule. This is something good to know for the test, just like electronegativity difference. He's gonna give you guys the electronegativities of each molecule. So like fluorine, right? Most electronegative. Francium is at the bottom. That's the least electronegative. So you're gonna have all those values in between there. You know, so you'll be able to distinguish what is a polar covalent bond or what's an ionic covalent bond. I got a question wrong on the test because I did not look at that table and I tried to use my own intuition, and I got a question wrong about that. So I'm a little salty about that, but that's beside the point. So yeah, ionic bonds, as I said, right? Direct transfer of electrons, right? Yeah, they use charged ions, so like sodium chloride, right? Like what you used right there. And yes, it has many interactions, which he's not going to go into right now, because he just doesn't go into it right now. Yeah. So, do they have any questions about these two examples, potassium chloride or magnesium oxide, with like writing the electron configuration? All right, let's continue. So, yeah, when it comes to ionic compounds, it's important to just understand the charge that's there and understand because it, like like the crisscross method for writing molecules, right? So like calcium, right? Calcium on the periodic table would be Ca plus 2, fluorine would be minus 1. Okay, and then you just crisscross applesauce, right? CaF2. All right, that's like a very good way to write these kind of things. Another way that's really good to like know the charges is if you look at your periodic table, right? You'll see, right, how many valence electrons it has, right? So if you see, this is the first column, right? So it would be plus 1, right? Plus 2, right? There's 2 electron valence electrons. 1 valence electron, 2 valence electrons. 3 valence electrons, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not a coincidence that all these have 7 valence electrons. These have 6, these have 5, these have 4. And that's why it's also good that what's the charge for oxide? Does anyone know? Charge for oxide? It's okay. Does anyone know the charge?
Two or something?
Yeah, minus 2,
You
right?
said oxide, I thought it was different from oxygen.
Yeah, it's the same as oxygen, yeah. So oxide is the name that we would name a charged oxygen atom. Oxide has a minus 2 for a reason, right? It has 6 valence electrons and wants to get to the complete octet, 8, right? So a periodic table is very useful at figuring out all this stuff, figuring out all the charges and figuring out all the stuff, right? Aluminum, right? Aluminum sulfide. What's the charge for aluminum? 3, yeah, 3 plus, right? 1, 2, 3. See, the periodic table is very much here to help you, not to confuse you, and it's really nice. Okay. This is a good like multiple choice question you could ask about this. Yeah, I can't really. There's not much to really talk about this. Ionic bonds are just super strong. In water, as a liquid and aqueous, there are ions. So I mean, they are conductive. So that's pretty cool. But as a solid, they're not conductive. So it's a good thing to know. And yeah, covalent is when they're sharing bonds, whatever. Yeah, so non-covalent bonds are when it's equal, or at least when the electronegativity difference is below 0.4. The question I got wrong on the test was that it asked two like very similar electronegativity atoms, like I think like carbon and hydrogen or something, and they asked like, is that a polar bond or a non-polar bond? And I put polar bond because I thought carbon and hydrogen would be the same, but if you check the electronegativity difference, right, of the two, they fall in this range. So that's why it's a non-polar thing. I thought it was polar. So it's important to check the electronegativity if they ask a question about that, which they will. But yeah, non-polar things is when two atoms that are like very similar in electronegativity are bonding to each other. So something like that, chlorine, a chlorine gas, right, is a non-polar covalent bond. Yeah, does anyone have any questions about that? Anything? Yeah. Sounds good. How's people on Zoom call? Okay, Daniel doing hi Benita. Okay. So polar bonds, right? Difference of electronegativity, like we talked about in the previous module. So like fluorine is the most electronegative, hydrogen is somewhat electronegative, but it surpasses this, it's in this electronegativity. So what happens is, yeah, there's like a dipole. This would be like partially negative and this would be partially positive because this is pulling all the electrons toward it, right? Causing that partial negative difference, which is why all the negative parts, or no, all the hydrogen smaller. Oh yeah, that's why all the fluorine parts, right, are facing the positive charge, right? Because there's such a negative thing, right? Opposites attract, right? So yeah, yeah. Do you have any questions or anything? Yeah. Molecular compounds, right? Those are covalently bonded. This is the information you're gonna need to know. General information, definitely gonna be a question probably. And then yeah, that's this is a little bit of a review about that. And then yeah, chemical nomenclature. So with ionic bonds, it's very simple. All you have to do is take the metal, right? So like this one's cesium fluoride, and usually the non-metal, right, has like some sort of ion on it, right? So cesium fluoride, magnesium oxide, calcium phosphide, potassium iodide, right? Even though it's like iodine, but a dye, or whatever it is. aluminum carbide. But yeah, that's basically the nomenclature for ionic compounds. And then for with binary. So basically, when it comes to specifically some specific ionic compounds, right? They have multiple oxidation states. So what you would have to do is you would have to do Roman numerals. So like something like there's difference between like iron 3 oxide and iron 2 oxide. Both very different nomenclature, right? So you have one that has Fe plus 3 and Fe 5, Fe plus 2, all right? And then you also have oxygen minus 2, and then you have oxygen minus 2, all right? Does anyone have any questions about how I got that? All right, the charge comes from the Roman numeral, all right? Charge comes from the Roman numeral. All you do is crisscross, right? But with this, right, it's just FeO because you want to have the least ratio, right? Whereas this is actually Fe 2O3. So like that Roman numeral makes that big of a difference. So it's very important to know that. And yes, these are the exceptions. Cadmium is also one. I rarely see that, but cadmium is a +2 thing. I need a periodic table because periodic tables are very useful. AP Chem. Okay. This is gonna be a very it's so small. Why is it so small? Okay. This is gonna be a very similar periodic table that you guys are gonna get. But yeah, so cadmium, where is cadmium? Cadmium is somewhere. Cadmium's right here. Cadmium, zinc, cadmium, silver. So a good way to memorize this also is like this little like backwards L can be like your exceptions little like, thing. Yeah.
So these three only have +2, they don't have any like +2 +3
Well,
stuff?
zinc and cadmium have +2, which is actually interesting because yeah, they're on the same period, which is a good way to understand that. But silver has a +1.
Okay, but they only have like one charge.
Yeah, they have one charge. But also, another thing to note is like something like yttrium. Yttrium has a +3 charge, or zirconium has a +4 charge. But these ones are not exceptions because if you go back to like the thing I've been telling you guys, right? How many valence electrons does yttrium have? 1, 2, 3. All right. How many valence electrons does zirconium have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So why I'm trying to say this and why I
What
keep
about SC and TI? Does it follow the same pattern?
which one?
SC and TI, the ones above it.
Where is it? Yes, they do.
That one also
Scandium
has
and
3 and that one
titanium.
also has 4?
They usually do. Some they either will have the same pattern or will have multiple oxidations. So either way, right? You should be able to like answer most of them, except yeah, silver, cadmium, and zinc are the exception. So that active right there, very important. Yeah.
Can you honestly ask us a question about yttrium?
Yttrium?
Yeah.
He could. I mean, I would if I was your teacher, but
Extra mean though.
I mean, he gave you a harder test than I did, so I don't know. Yeah, I should be screen recording on Zoom. I feel bad. I'm so sorry for not screen recording. Benita left because I wasn't screen recording. That's tough. Let's do this. Okay. Oh, hello. Okay. Anyways, so polyatomics, these are all the polyatomics. All you have to do is simply, yeah, make a Quizlet or something like that. And you just have to memorize them by heart. Because yeah, it's you usually have one of the two information. You either have like the formula or you have so like yeah, there's not really much I can really do to like help you guys with like memorizing this besides the game kit, which I'm gonna do. But yeah, for the most part, just like practicing writing things out, writing things like that. You guys see also like yeah, chloride, oxygen change, hypochlorite, right? Oxygen change again. Perchlorate, the oxygen change is the same thing with other substances like perbromate, per fluorite,
Permanganate?
permanganate, I mean permanganate does follow that whole pattern. there's no like manganese ion that exists. So, yeah, chromate, dichromate, that should be something that's like that's another one with chromium in it. Yeah, the ones that are like a little tricky are like thiosulfates. Acetate is something you're gonna learn just because thiocyanates is pretty tough. Yeah, but memorizing these very important. But yeah, let's continue. And then hydrogens, hydrates. Yeah, these are hydrates are basically molecules that have water in it. All you have to do is just write the molecule out normally. So like for this one, it's cobalt 3 chloride, right? And then hexa water or hexahydrates. Yeah, hexahydrate. Yeah, so that's basically how it would be with that. Iron 2 bromide, like decahydrates. So yeah, you use these prefixes. That's very good. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Um, yeah, does anyone have any questions about anything? Well, you guys didn't even get this far. You didn't go to acids yet. That's okay. Wait, did you guys talk about hydrates or no? Okay, good. Phew. Did you guys talk about this though? Like my binary equivalent? Dang, he really gave me nothing to work with today. Um, yeah, so this is the other part of chemical nomenclature, right? Nitrogen dioxide. So basically, when it comes to writing these molecules out, right? It's important to know the like nomenclature behind it, right? So like these NO2, right? How would you describe that, right? It's very similar to carbon dioxide. What you would want to do is you would want to use the prefixes given, right? Like the mono, di, tri, tetra, penta, whatever, right? You want to use those prefixes to do the naming things, right? So nitrogen dioxide, right? Would okay. Nitrogen dioxide would be oh, I keep saying it. I keep saying the name. Yeah, nitrogen dioxide, right? So let me try another one, right? Let's try N2O5. What would that be? Could anyone be able to tell me that using the prefixes? Yeah.
Nitrogen pentoxide.
Yeah, dinitrogen pentoxide, right? So usually, right, when it comes to these naming patterns, right? Anytime there's one like element in the front, there's never really a prefix, like carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, right? There's never really a prefix. But anytime there's anything more than one for the first element, there is usually a prefix. Dinitrogen, um, diphosphorus. But yeah,
Why this carbon monoxide? Like, why is it monoxide? But like hydrogen fluoride is just fluoride, no mono.
it's a good question. It's a good question, right? Because carbon like carbon, if you how would you answer that? I mean, with hydrogen fluoride, that's actually not. That's kind of an ionic substance a little bit. It has like some. It just so it. Um, I don't know how to explain that. That's a good question. But yeah, or now, yeah, hydrogen fluoride. Uh, um,
Do like hydrogen bromide or
it
something.
can dissociate. It can dissociate. Okay, so HF is a acid. It's a weak acid. You guys don't need to know what weak acids are, but technically it dissociates and makes H plus F minus. Okay, so it technically is a somewhat direct transfer of electrons.
What about like calcium chloride?
Well, that's a different thing. Calcium chloride is an ionic
Oh,
compound.
it is actually ionic. Wait,
Yeah.
no, I'm thinking of more covalent ones that don't have that. Yes, like N2O. Would that really be dinitrogen monoxide?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, okay.
Yes, it would be. Yeah, carbon monoxide is probably one of the only ones you're gonna see that it's like a little weird if you compare it to hydrogen fluoride. But yeah, that's like the only exception, I guess, to the rule, if you wanted to call it that. But also, wait, hydrogen. How many bonds can hydrogen? Oh, you guys don't know that yet. So hydrogen also can't have more than one bond. So that means that it can't bond to anything more than one fluoride. So it's kind of assumed that it's just hydrogen fluoride. You don't need to make hydrogen monofluoride. That's probably a good answer. Yeah. But anyways, so now that we got through all this, does anyone have any questions before we start the GIMP kit? No, you guys are dead. It's okay, I'm dead too. Let's see. GIMP kit. Okay, so play live. So we're gonna play this GIMP kit together, and it's gonna be fun. How long do you guys want to play the GIMP kit? Because 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. After that, we'll like end the session. You guys want, whatever you guys want. You guys need to like advocate for yourself, you know? You don't want
Is there some sort of like number here that we have to enter to get to? Like, what do I do?
Oh, well, I haven't started the game yet, so no, not yet.
Oh,
But man, you guys need to advocate for yourself. You know why your chem test got changed? Because I told your professor that your test was on the same day. You guys didn't say anything to your professor. You guys need to be more vocal. You guys can advocate.
on the same day as what?
Before your test was on the same day as the bio thing, but then it got changed. That's because I told him. You guys didn't say anything. You guys are adults. You guys can talk to the professor.
You're a bigger adult, so you know this.
I'm not a bigger adult. I'm a year older than you guys.
Actually,
What?
I'm 17.
I'm 18. I'm a late birthday, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, but yeah, just advocate for yourself, guys, because you guys are in college now. You guys can challenge questions. We'll do 20 minutes for now. No, let's do 15. Well, okay, 15. What kind of game is this? Energy. What game am I playing? This is not a. Don't look down. Oh, really? I want to play Fishtopia. No, I don't want to play this game. Wait. Don't press. Don't go enter that yet. How do I go to the? Ah, yes. Okay, so this is called Fishtopia. Okay, so basically, what Fishtopia is all about is that you want to answer the questions, and if you answer the questions, you get bait. Okay, and if you get bait, then you can fish, and then if you get fish, you get money, and then if you get money, you can buy better fishing stuff. But basically, it's a good way to get questions, and whoever has the most amount of money at the end wins. Okay, are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this? I'm gonna play with you guys because I want this is a fun. Oh wow, my name's already there. Hello. So yes, join the GIMP kits. Um, and then yes, we'll play. Who's R? Oh, please use your name right now. Who's R? R? Oh, hi, Ramen. Can I don't feel comfortable calling you Ramen. Are you sure? Okay. All right. Is everyone in? Okay, let's go. Daniel, if you want to play, please play. There's a GIMP kit thing here. It's 291238. I don't know if he's playing or if he just has it on the background. Okay, well, I will join us. Okay, I'm gonna start the game, guys, all right? So basically, just to recap, okay? So basically, when you guys go to the water, that's how you get, wait, no, that's not how you get beat. How do you get beat? I forgot how you get beat. Just watch. I believe it. Where do you get bait? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna start the game, guys. Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're starting. Okay. Okay. Wait, am I not playing as a? I'm playing as a spectator? No. Oh.
What do I do?
Okay, so wait. Can I restart?
Please.
Okay, I'm gonna restart it. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize I was playing as a spectator. Okay, we're gonna try one more time. I'm sorry, guys. Um, this is a little test run. 15 minutes, 20, 15. Okay. Uh, yes. Continue. All right. Okay. I'm joining. All right. Yeah, 613 2, 1, 2. And I'll explain the rules, okay? To be a nice little practitioner or whatever. But yeah. So the buttons, where you see the buttons, these are these buttons right here, that's where you get bait. So you answer the questions and then you get bait. And then after you answer the questions, you go look for water and that's how you fish. And then after you find that, you go to the table and you sell your fish for cash, you know? Capitalism. All right. Are you guys in? Who's this guy? I don't know. Okay. Are you guys ready? Okay. I'm gonna start. Oh, I think Daniel did join. Dan GG. Okay, that's cool. All right. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's do this. Okay, so you go to the questions, right? And then you enter, and then there'll be a question. So like I have iodine trichloride, so I'll just answer that. And you keep doing it until you get all the bait and then you fish. There's some strategy to this, so yes. Should play some music. This is like just sad environment. Okay. I'm using it on top screen. Oh, that's embarrassing. I guess. But yeah, there's some strategy to this. Like, how would you want to get more baits or I don't know.
Luke, this is not working.
What do you mean it's not working?
I'm pressing on the buttons. Nothing's working.
I
Like,
see. You want to tap that.
Oh, but I'm sorry.
Okay, it's okay.
Dude, I lost like 2 minutes.
It's okay, it's okay. Lock in.
Thanks.
Oh no, I'm out of bait. Okay. Acetate. So oh yeah, I would recommend you guys have access to a periodic table because it does help. Um, because yeah, there's some questions that you probably won't get without a periodic table. Uh, so quiet. Is everyone focused? Are you guys having fun?
You told me to lock in, why?
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
So if you go around, you can like sell your fish, but um, you also want to go and buy, there's like upgrades and stuff. If you look around, like the power shop, yeah. No, it's fine. Yay! I'm playing the GimKit music. Okay, there you go. Now it feels less.
No.
Okay, I'll turn it down. All good if you guys get questions wrong, because this is where you guys should get questions wrong. You get what my okay. Two. Bye. Have a good day. I'll upload the GIMP kit if you want practice. Good luck on studying bio. Bye bye. Oh, it's a nitrate. We need so much money. How's everyone doing? You guys doing good or bad? Okay. For anyone that's wondering, we have 6 minutes left. So do with that as you will. Ooh, dang, Daniel's locked in. He got the purple pond. Oh no. Icarus. All right, guys, you guys got 1 minute left, so do what you will with that information. Sell all your fish or do whatever you gotta do. No. That's not okay. I did not do that good. I forgot how to play. And Amali is the winner. I got last place. Wow. Good job, guys. Good job. I don't really know what else to say. Good job, Molly. You guys, do you want anything? Like a prize? Don't have candy, but that's beside. But yeah, I'll post this game kit for you all. Did you guys like it? Was it fun? You guys are like so quiet. Like, isn't there like any rivalries going on? Like any sort of like tension? Like in a good way, like drama? No? You guys are just tired.
So like they don't count the fact that you like bought stuff, like the money there that you spent on them.
So they don't. So that's like a strategy behind it. So the longer we play, the more strategy there is to it. You know?
Yeah, at least 3 minutes to figure out.
I know, me too.
It's good. It's good.
Good. It's good. There's other games. Yeah. Yeah. I just forgot about it. I haven't played this game. So I kind of want to play with you. I appreciate it. You have any questions about anything? And just chilling together, whatever. Yeah, there's not much for me to really go over, so I decided to do this fun thing. And I'll probably do something like this for the next stuff you guys are gonna learn. You guys are gonna learn Lewis dot diagrams and molecular geometry and the next two lectures probably, so that'll be fun. So we'll do something fun like that because I'm trying to escape you guys. Again, no questions. Have a wonderful day. Get home before the sun, I mean, the sun has already set, but get home before it gets dark. Um, Daniel, do you have any questions or did you leave already? Oh, he left. Oh, wait, no, he's still here.
No, I'm
Do you have
still
any
here.
questions, Daniel?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
I wait. Oh, he said no. Okay. Have a good day, Daniel.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Wait, bye. Bye. He's gone. Okay, bye, guys. Bye.
Thanks for the gift.
Yes, got you guys.